watch the video. It's always helpful to see what kind of ideas that we've come up with. And go to our website to do all of your shopping. Continue ordering the wonderful Capillas 202. Marilyn Miglin, her beautiful daughter are here for their last show of the business visit. We've got a lot of things in store. Stay with us.
Join me, Amy Morrison, and join me, Colleen Lopez, for Gotta Watch Thursdays.
Amy Morrison here. Look and feel your best with a beauty report. Get ready for bigger, bolder lashes with the special duo of Lancome's Monsieur Big. And get a glam hairdo in seconds with Christy Brinkley's Hair to Wear. Plus, don't miss the launch of Beauty Intel's Magic Dust. Then on the list with Colleen Lopez, discover style made with you in mind. These innovative fashions simplify your life and make smart the new stylish. Join us Thursday at 7.
Love shopping? Now there's more to love than ever when you shop HSN and QVC. More brands, more savings, more fun. Like this chance to win $100,000. Celebrate everything you love about shopping and find out more about the sweepstakes during our More to Love weekend, all day Saturday and Sunday on HSN and QVC.
I'm Joy. I'm a mother, that's first and foremost. I'm curious, always curious. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I'm an inventor. So when I'm designing product, it's all about making everyday life simpler. I guess that's just how I look at things. I find a lot of inspiration from just living my everyday life. And I think, boy, every day's a gift. Make joyful discoveries every day.
There's nothing more exciting than hunting for treasure. That's why every year we come to the biggest gem event in the world, the Tucson Gem Show. It's where collectors and gem lovers gather to find the most exotic and rare stones on the planet. But don't worry, you don't need to book a trip to Tucson because we're bringing our best discoveries to you.
Join your favorite gemstone brands for the Tucson Gem Event. Starts Saturday, February 10th, only on HSN.
You might just find your next treasure.
Thrilled to have you with us here at HSN. Welcome. I'm your host, Callie Northagen. Could not be more excited than to have Marilyn Miglin joining us. She is a beauty pioneer. We have loved her here for a couple decades, but she has been doing what she does for over 50 years. She is such an expert in the beauty industry. She is the creator of this amazing line. She is also, by the way, all about empowering women to feel their most beautiful selves, their most beautiful and sexy selves, if I must say so. Marilyn.
Hello,
hello. It's good to see you.
And I have my daughter with me.
Marlena, it's so great to have you.
And she's the succession plan here. So when I can't smell anymore, I didn't say anything else, just smell, then she has to smell.
That's right.
I'm learning. And there's not even a nice word to describe smell.
Oh my gosh, isn't it the truth?
So it's the olfactory something.
And it's what you've done so beautifully for your entire career.
I've been blessed. I really have.
There's a street named after her in Chicago. I love that.
That's because I'm a girl who can't say no.
Well, you've made a difference in the world. Not everybody gets a street named after themselves. We're going to start with a quick, this is a 2-minute special because it's so limited. One of your most wonderful, to me, newest fragrances that really is all about kind of the wake that a fragrance can leave in our paths.
That's right. It is the wake, and only the French can say it so well. Sillage. It sounds like a little trail. That's what, and they say that it has lovely sillage because that means it's memorable. It has lasting power.
You guys.
I think everyone has had an experience where you walk by someone and they walk by and you turn and just, you've got this beautiful scent left and you just think to yourself, smells gorgeous,
and
right?
This does smell gorgeous. Yes, it does. And it does have a lovely sillage. And you know what we've done? We've used all of those ingredients.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That contain and have that, like a magnolia blossom. You know, it has sillage. When you smell it and you walk away, you remember it.
It's already over 600 gone. I know in a very early 6 a.m. show, I believe. There's like a couple hundred remaining. That's why it's a quick special.
Oh, okay.
But mandarin and frosted petals at the top, and the water lily, and what is it, tiger orchid?
Tiger orchid.
In the middle. Pink magnolia,
you know, and that magnolia is the one, and the hydrangeas, and we all love them.
And then look at you at the bottom, the base notes of the velvet sandalwood, marine accord, and that crisp amber.
And the marine was because of the sillage of the sea. You know, it's always how romantic it is, and the smell of what the sea is and the beach.
And it's fresh.
So that she used all these beautiful ingredients that just make you think.
And how about 50% off today for the last show of the visit?
How about the super wet?
That's
50%
awesome.
off.
Oh, we've
That's
never
just
done that.
fabulous.
Really?
50% off.
I mean, and we have
Wow.
free shipping and handling.
On everything.
Oh my goodness.
Which we've never done before
This
in all
is
these
a
years.
hot Valentine promotion, without question.
It is coming up and around the corner. No question, a fragrance can do magical things, and we want you to be a part of that experience. Yeah, 50% off. You should read some of the reviews. I believe it's a perfect 5-star rated fragrance.
Callie, isn't that nice?
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Love your packaging.
And thank you all for your nice comments.
Absolutely.
Goodness.
In fact, join us today. We'd love to say hello to you. You can say hello to Marilyn, Marlena. Last show of the visit, and I think it's going to be a bit before we see you the next go around. It's always a treat to have you here. But
thank you.
536126 to continue ordering the beautiful, and it's a full 1.7 ounce eau de parfum and the sillage. Let's share with you what's coming up in our show. Star-studded lineup today, girls. We still are looking forward to this. This is one of my top fit picks of the show, the Pheromone Total Pampering Gift Set. You know, once you get started with Pheromone, you just cannot get enough. And this is the red trio. You're getting the body cream, the eau de parfum, and the shower gel. That's an incredible price. In fact, right at the last minute, that price was brought down to only $34.95. It's the only airing. We haven't seen it since November. It's coming our way, but you can order it now. 591451. Details coming your way as we move into what I think to be the wow of the entire day. It should be a today's special. With Marilyn Miglin in the house, we are giving you the opportunity to try 18 of her fragrances, several of which are only and exclusively available here at HSN in the Rollerballs.
Isn't this amazing?
Incredible.
And
I
now
love
you can
this.
try all of them.
Yes.
And you can even mix them. And guess what? You'll be so unique.
That's a very good point. Custom your own fragrance. So where shall we begin? Do you want to go through the list?
I think that's a good idea.
Sure, they're every single one of the favorites that we have. I mean, the collection is amazing, and I love this one. So I had a little hand in helping to put this together. So start with Pheromone,
okay,
the classic. We have then Destiny. We have Destiny, the other favorite one, Destiny Blue, which is a little bit of a marine sea note add-on to that. We have, and then in the Pheromone line, we have Pheromone Breeze, which is a beautiful citrus, gives you a little bit of a citrus burst. We have Pheromone Desire, Pheromone Jasmine, which is that beautiful jasmine blossom, which is, what, $16,000 a pound for jasmine these days?
No, more like 90,000.
So, and then Pheromone Midnight, which is seductive and really sexy. Pheromone Musk, which is made with white musk. Pheromone Pearl, and then Hot Pheromone Red. And then with Sillage, which we just talked about, 112, which is a really classic.
And that's a perfume, and they don't make them that
romantic
way any longer.
Bombshell, which I think the name speaks for itself, right? We have Fo-Ti-Tieng, which is an ingredient.
That's Amy's new favorite, isn't it?
Guilty Pleasures, which we all have at least one or two or three. Gypsy, and I think, did I miss one? Sensual Amber. I think I got, I mean, look.
Good job.
Can you imagine?
18 different fragrances. You get them all. You don't have
And
to
how much are
choose.
they?
The whole, look at this, the whole collection is only 40, wait, I have to double check this. $49.95 for
Isn't that
all
amazing?
of that?
And they're all roller balls, so they last long. You've got your own little, each one of them, you can travel with them.
That's what I love. And they don't spill, they don't, you know.
Nobody can take them away. They can't confiscate them.
That's a great point, actually. You travel so much, I didn't even think about that.
And they take your things away.
Oh, so frustrating. But, you know, back to Pheromone, which is obviously where this whole legacy began. Isn't, like, the actual perfume itself, like, hundreds of dollars a bottle?
It is $600 an ounce for the perfume. And we are one of the only fragrance houses that still makes perfume.
Wow.
Because it's so costly.
And you get lots of different variations of the Pheromone in this 18-piece collection.
We do. There's Pheromone, Breeze, Desire, Jazz. There's 5 of them.
The base has been so good. The standard formulation has been so good. We've just extended it, and you have enjoyed them so much.
Can we? Let's talk about the beginning of Pheromone and what it actually does. There's a lot of people that have never tuned in for your shows before.
179 natural ingredients. So we're one of the few fragrance houses that has that complex. It's a very complex fragrance. So when you look at this little fragrance pyramid, the top notes are what you get as the burst when you spray it. The middle notes are what it dries down, and then the very base is what sort of gives you that warm, lingering, sensual scent. So these are only just a handful of all the things that are in.
Is it 170?
79.
79.
Which is one of the reasons why it's the most expensive perfume in the world.
Exactly. And when I started to work on perfume, and it was at the request of all of my customers, because they wanted to know if I would make them smell as pretty as I was able to make them look. As you know, I come from cosmetics and skincare. And so I started my research, and I thought perfume began in France, but I was mistaken. It really began in ancient Egypt, where they believed that perfume evoked a behavioral response. Those are hieroglyphs in back of me, and those are perfume recipes.
No kidding.
And I had them translated and then duplicated. And they told me that I wouldn't like the duplication because I would smell old. I said, no, it's okay, I'll try, because I thought these were really secrets from a long time ago.
They were.
And I did put this on, and they were right. I smelled like an old church.
But the point of that,
Old church.
But the point of it was that they lasted 3 days, right? You couldn't get it off.
But I couldn't wash it off. It was terrible.
The thing. So it's one thing to have a beautiful perfume. It's another to have it last, because you shouldn't have to be spraying it and respraying it and respraying and wondering where your fragrance went.
It's so true. I love, and pheromone is, I mean, it's also something that really has enhanced a lot of people's sex lives. Let's just say it like it is, girls.
And there isn't any question if that's what it's meant to be. And the word pheromone actually means an organic substance used to communicate. Well, isn't that what perfume is all about? And it is sexy, and little babies even named Pheromone.
And as she reworked this, when I was young, she would always give these samples to her customers and say, "Tell me what you think." Didn't tell them what it was. Or
I did my
whose it
research
was.
on people,
and
not
it
on
was.
animals. They don't buy enough.
And Pheromone was the one that came back with, "I love this. My husband loves this,
and I'd like
I walked
to
down
buy
the
it."
street and people love this."
I'm showing you here too. I'm just going to show everybody the presentation if this is something you want to get now for Valentine's or
Isn't it
for
pretty?
later on down the road for Mother's Day. It's a beautiful box and a presentation that is inclusive of, if I don't mess this up, 18 individual roller balls with 18 different fragrances.
I know, and perfume just makes you, it does evoke a response, and each one of these, it can be a different mood, a different feeling, and if you're needing a little pick-me-up, here's 18 ways to do it.
and each one evokes a different response and a different story, and you will feel differently. You really will.
Let's kind of
just be so empowered, but also you'll have confidence. And you're going to enjoy how you feel when you wear these.
You're getting everything from 112 to Bombshell to Destiny. You're getting Destiny Blue, Fo-Ti-Tieng, Goddess, Guilty Pleasure, Pheromone, Pheromone Breeze, Pheromone Desire, Pheromone Gold, Pheromone Jasmine, Pheromone Midnight, and Pheromone Musk, plus Pheromone Pearl, Pajama Lily, and Sensual Amber, plus Sillage. You're getting 18. No picking and choosing here. It is the last show. This is your last chance to do this special spring price. Normally this was $68, still amazing price, but you can get a better price now. Free shipping, and on a fourth flex, it's $12.49. Let's start with, let's see, Guilty Pleasure, and just talk through some of the notes.
Sure. Guilty Pleasure has the rose and orchid and honeysuckle. But then in the middle, which is unusual for my mom to do, is an apricot nectar, coconut milk, and mandarin. So we almost switched a little bit of the fruit notes. And then at the very bottom is...
Girl can never have enough coconut on her body.
Well, it makes you think of Tropical Island, right?
Yes.
Guilty Pleasures, all kind. Exactly. Sensual Amber and Madagascar Vanilla.
Oh, I love anything with vanilla.
Right?
And vanilla amplifies lust.
Does it?
Yes. You know about those.
You know what? I love that. Well, this one is Guilty Pleasure?
Pleasures, right?
Yes.
And then...
Oh, this is actually Pheromone Pearl.
Pheromone Pearl is
excuse
what
me.
we're next. Okay, so the pomelo and the bitter orange and the black currant. So we went with the fruit sort of edible notes in the top.
And it has a little grapefruit, and I think that gives us a little twinge in our nose.
Zest. Yeah, yeah.
And then rose and jasmine and violet in the middle notes. And then dry down with the musk,
I love musk.
And the amber and the cedarwood, which gives a little bit of a woody, warm, sensual feeling with that.
All of those base
They're
notes.
so,
They're
We
really,
all like them.
Yeah.
We really do, but if you mix them together, and they have to marry, and that's
the
important
magic,
because
yeah.
they can be a little discordant.
Pearl was made it was designed, if you think of what a pearl would smell like, if there were such a thing as a scent to a pearl, this would be it. Glamorous, sophisticated, sexy.
Well, what I love, and I know, we can't spend the whole hour on this, even though I would love to, but we don't even have close to enough quantities. Over 800 are already ordered. I'm showing 1,100 left. So that's where we are, folks. Put a flex pay down to get this entire collection delivered. $12.49 and free shipping. I love that now people can try some of their favorite, or have their old favorites, and then try some of the new fragrances.
Absolutely.
With all 18
or
inclusive.
create their own scent.
That's true, too. Would you like to say some hellos?
I would love to.
Charlene is on the line from Illinois.
Oh my goodness. Hi,
Hello,
Charlene. You're from our state.
Yeah.
Hi, Charlene.
I am, Marilyn. I absolutely adore you. I have watched you on TV for so long. You are so classy, so elegant.
Yeah.
And I have worn your perfumes for over 20 years.
Oh my goodness, Charlene.
Maybe
Thank you.
25. I can't tell you how many times I have walked into a client's office or been hugged by friends and relatives, and they have said, "What are you wearing?" And I have always loved Destiny. And, of course, I jumped on the Pheromone Musk when it came out, and I love it. Just recently have become familiar with Fo-Ti-Tieng. Love that. And Pyjama Lily. Love that. So I'm excited. I just ordered the Sillage. And as soon as I'm done speaking with you, I'm going to order some Rollerballs for myself and my sister.
Oh, good.
And I just adore you. You are just a phenomenal, beautiful person.
We agree.
I agree, Charlene.
Thank you.
One thing I would like
Isn't
to
that nice?
ask is if you could maybe bring back some of your fabulous shower gels. I haven't seen specials on shower gels. You used to do a shower gel collection.
That's a good idea.
Very good
we should do
suggestion.
that.
Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, I like that, Charlene. We'll absolutely put that on the list for sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you for such a nice call and for being our wonderful client.
We do love Marilyn. We've totally agree with everything she said.
Thank you, Charlene.
Yeah. So I know this is our last show. If you're just tuning in, last show, the visit with Marilyn and Marlena. So this is your chance to load up. The prices are right. We've never done free shipping on everything.
Never.
We've never done full flex and everything.
No.
We're doing it today. It's the beginning of the year.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I know, right around the corner. The item is 574974. Before we say another hello, let's talk about Pheromone Jasmine. Let's go through these notes.
Jasmine's a beautiful floral and one of the costliest oils. For instance, night blooming jasmine, which only blooms at night and has to be harvested at night, is extremely expensive to have to do that. So we balance that in the top notes with a little bit of a green scent, which is geranium, grass and ivy leaves, and then in the middle added into the jasmine, which there are different kinds of jasmine, we also added some iris and some carnation. Iris is a very hard ingredient also to keep the stability of. So another very costly one too. But my mom, you don't tell my mom she can't do it.
That's like, watch
me. We just do it. And then
That's right, and I've done that. I had to fight to do pheromone. They said, you can't name it pheromone. No one will know how to pronounce it. I said, don't tell me such a thing.
And the base is a little bit floral too. So jasmine's beautiful and took off of the jasmine that's in the original pheromone. So
I love it when people call with their favorites because we all have had our favorites over
sure.
the years, and then we add to it constantly. In fact, Diana's on the lines next from
I would
Virginia.
love to say hello.
Hello, Diana. You're with Marilyn Miglin and Marlena.
Yes, I don't do well talking on the phone.
We're delighted that you called. Yes.
I did want to at least tell you that I've had the collection that you'd had with the Pheromone Jasmine, and Destiny. It was a 3-piece set.
Nice.
Several years ago. I'm still using it, and it just lasts so long and does so well. But my favorite is Destiny.
Oh,
I do like the Pheromone Jasmine, but like I said, the favorite is Destiny. But when you came out now with these rollers, I've loved rollers. I haven't had rollers for years of the perfume, and so I'm looking forward to try all your different smells.
Oh, that's good, Diana. You'll find a little special favorite.
And the rollers are, I agree with you. It's so nice to be able to keep them in your little cosmetic bag. And your,
exactly. They travel well, too.
Destiny just seems to be one that doesn't bother anybody when I wear it.
You're right. You know, there are no top notes in Destiny, which makes it very unique. There is not another fragrance like it. And the only thing is you don't smell a great deal when you try it, when you first put it on, but later, Diana, it's very nuzzly.
Beautiful.
Nuzzly. Good
And
word.
in this, you get this Destiny Blue also.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yep.
And Destiny, to my knowledge, isn't it only available here?
It is.
Yeah, there's several in this collection that you can only get here at HSN. One of the many reasons, I mean, you're getting 18 fragrances for this price. Thank you,
But I
Diana.
do that,
Diana,
Destiny.
thank you.
We appreciate your phone call.
Very much.
Keep ordering the collection. I know we're almost passing 1,000 here. With everybody on the lines, we still have about 500, maybe 6. So get yours, 574-974. And then we put it on a flex. So X all good. And still to come, this is what everybody's been raving about. The Fo-Ti-Tieng. This is so exciting to put a full 3-piece bath and body set together for our show today. Your last opportunity. This is our final show for the visit, but this gives you the body cream, the body lotion, and the eau de parfum, all full sizes. This was saved for my show. This is the only show that it's been offered, and it is coming up shortly, 591447. I love the packaging on that one too.
It's hot. It really is.
Really beautiful.
Red is hot.
Next up is the Red Trio, the Pheromone Red. This is actually our showstopper of our day. This is our only airing. We haven't seen it since November. We're gonna roll some fun animation and get into the fun details of Red. Full size of everything. You get the Pheromone Red body cream, the Pheromone Red hydrating bath and shower gel, and the 1.7 ounce of the Pheromone Red eau de parfum. You know what? Last minute, they took the price way down to only $34.95. This retails for $98. Free shipping to your door. And you know what? It's less than $10 to get this delivered on a flex pay.
Oh my. Well, there's nothing we can say other than it's a hot fragrance. Pheromone Red is one of your favorites, and I know you've written so many nice reviews and responses to this fragrance. And it has the red flowers, the amaryllis, and the gardenia, which, not the gardenia, but the geranium, which is so fragrant. And, you know, we all love it. We take it for granted because it's there sometimes in the summer.
It was so much fun making Red. So we came up with the name before the would match the fragrance to the name, which is unusual. She doesn't normally do that either. But it was what is Red, especially since it's Valentine's Day. What does Red mean? It's a power color. It's a color of love. It's a color of romance. It's a color of beauty.
Your heart.
And so if you think of all the things that Red represents, it was what's the fragrance that we can make from that out of Pheromone, because Pheromone is such a sexy, sensual fragrance. So we made one that amped it up a little bit.
Red is power. Red is power.
And they say when you're wearing red and you can wear your red perfume, anything you wish to have is your command.
Yeah. Think about what red lipstick is like when you put on red lipstick, right? Sometimes it's all you need, and it just gives you that little oomph.
You're right.
This is the one.
Absolutely. We'll take a look at the pyramid so we can go through some of the notes, because it's all about that. This is a very voluptuous fragrance. It really does.
That's a good description.
Yeah. It does pull out a confidence, and it just kind of gives you.
You undulate with it. Yeah.
I love that word too. Starting with the jasmine.
The sandbag jasmine and the lily, two favorites.
And that jasmine is $90,000 a pound now. So yeah.
With some ylang orange.
Ylang is an aphrodisiac.
I love that.
And then and the dry notes are amber, white musk, and patchouli, which is this, right?
Oh,
so
there it is.
That explains it. And it's in a beautiful patchouli too. It's not the one that you might think of from way back, but this is a really beautifully done patchouli. It's very sensual and very sexy. So blended with the musk and the amber, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, you've got a hot
for
fragrance.
Valentine's Day, right?
This is for the ultimate seductress. If you, or
be my Valentine.
You come to me.
And be my Valentine.
It is here very limited. This is, again, our showstopper of the day. We have less now than 1,000. A lot of people pre-ordered this one. You've heard the calls pouring in already, and we welcome you to join us. I know it's such a treat to talk to Marilyn. She is an icon.
Thank you. Thank you for calling. It's just wonderful that you do that.
Yeah, people show up in droves for you.
And you know that's a good point, because when my mom creates these fragrances, her biggest first concern is what's inside the bottle. not what the packaging looks like, although that's important.
I'm sorry to interrupt,
That's okay.
because I'm doing that all the time. But in our industry, there's a saying that the juice has to be good.
That's right.
And so truly, if
it has to do something.
And if it weren't, we would not be getting these calls and these testimonials and these letters, and it means a lot to all of
these
us.
years. How many years now, Marilyn?
Oh, I hate to say a quarter of a century.
I was going to say it's close to 25 years here at HSN.
Yes, and I was just a little tyke when I started.
You were a teen.
Well, I was a little tyke when she started doing this too. So
That's
my
true.
girlfriends all thought, like, what a great mom
And one
to
of them
have,
calls
right?
Pheromone apple pie.
It's like her apple pie, because that's what it. Yeah.
No, these are, every time I've worked with you over these years, I've been here 19, the stories, the calls,
Aren't they just unbelievable? Yeah.
Memorable.
And we thank you for those wonderful stories.
I mean, they're good. They're good. Like, we imagine, like, the romance that's taking place in homes around the world
and
because of you.
sometimes people don't even have time to call because it's too romantic.
They're too busy doing you know what. We're going to head back to the phones. Janet's on the lines next from Georgia. Hi, Janet.
Hi.
Hi, Janet.
You're with Marilyn and Marlena.
Hi, Janet.
No, if I see Marilyn on, I have got to watch.
Oh.
I just love Pheromone. I have been using it for several years, and it smells so good. And I receive a lot of compliments, actually compliments from men on the smell.
Really?
That's it.
I had those men in mind, Georgia, Janet, when I created it.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I had to do research and as to what men liked, and I did it indeed, and out came my wonderful fragrance.
It is so wonderful. I ordered your 18-piece roller.
Oh, good.
Today, and I can't wait.
Oh, no, I'm
much
delighted.
fun.
You're going to enjoy it. There's something to look forward to.
I'm sure I will. I also ordered your body scrub. I can't wait for that.
Oh, good, good. So you're going to be able to try a lot of new fragrances now, even though you've got your favorites from the past. It's always nice to spice
Try
it up
a
a
new
little
one,
bit.
absolutely. And then next time I'm on, you can then buy a full size of whatever you like.
Precisely.
Very good. I'm so excited. Thank you.
Thank you,
enjoy.
Janet. Nice of you to join us today.
Thank you very much.
So if you are just tuning in, I know we're about halfway through this hour, and our final hour of the visit with Marilyn, this is your chance to really, I mean, these prices, they're always great prices, but this is a special visit. And if you, in fact, in this case, look at what you would spend if you had to get these individually, and then, of course, attach a separate shipping and handling. But just the eau de parfum is $48. You're getting this whole collection, you guys, for $34.95. So it's way less than just the eau de parfum. Then we give you the body cream, that's $25 on its own. You're not paying for that. We give you the bath and shower gel, that's normally $25 on its own. You're not paying that. You're getting this at close to, I mean, it's like 67, almost 70% off.
Kind of an unbelievable.
Special.
It's a really great buy. Great buy. And these are full sizes too.
Yes, exactly.
And the base of it all is pheromone.
And
remember, pheromone means an organic substance used to communicate. And that's what fragrance is all about.
It is.
It's pretty neat. It's one of those things that for a lot of people who have already called today have been wearing Pheromone for many, many years. It's been around, but your family of Pheromone has grown so exponentially.
Yes, by request, which is so special. Yeah.
This is nice to start with the shower, then go to the lotion, and then add that final layer.
And I wanted to just mention this, these are almost like treatment products too, because my mom came out of with a skincare background.
Yes,
right?
and we
So
better do the best we can to keep our skin as young in appearance as possible.
It's a really great point, Marlena. Some of us forget that you're real, like the whole core of your business is skincare.
And that's because I had such trouble with my skin, and that's why I'm in this business. So it all goes around in a circle.
And to this day, it doesn't even look like you have any pores. Her skin is amazing.
Flawless.
I'm so envious. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. So this is one of the many things we're making available in this final show of the visit with Marilyn Miglin. Welcome if you're just tuning in. We'd love to hear from you in these final 30 minutes. We started with a great, the offering of the Sillage, which may or may not be sold out. We'll double check on that. Then we moved into the Rollerball collection, which I know Janet said she picked up. That gives you a chance to try 18 of the fragrances. I'll remind you of that before we sign off this afternoon. But now we're really kind of getting into the heart of what what your whole story is about with the Pheromone Red.
And when you spray this, and when you go from the initial top to the mid notes, it's one of those that you can't stop smelling.
You just it's mesmerizing. It kind of draws you into almost yourself, and then somebody else would be with you.
Which is what it's supposed to do.
Exactly. Being seductive is something that, you know, as women, it's well, this is certainly the year of the woman, isn't it? 2018.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. You can have it all, as long as, and you have 18 of those choices every day. You can use one of them.
It's pretty neat to see how many women are reclaiming their power in a lot of ways.
And part of the it's confidence. It's all and it's all how you feel inside, and that's what perfume's supposed to do. It's the silent, quiet accessory.
And I believe it's every woman's birthright to know how it feels to have that perfume on you. You know, you just feel special.
And it doesn't even matter if you're going out in sweats to the grocery store with your hair tied up. It's the spritz of maybe the lipstick, but the spritz of perfume that just makes you feel it.
And that man at the store is going to say, "What are you wearing?" You don't be afraid. It's okay.
Exactly.
Excuse me. Yeah. Hello. What was your name again? Those are always fun moments to experience, no matter who we are, what our age.
Totally.
Or why are you standing so close?
Hey, back off, buddy.
We get lots, though. We have an employee who has a great story that she tells repeatedly about how she was going up an escalator, and there was a guy who kept staring at her coming the opposite way, and he literally turned around at the bottom and walked back up the escalator, going down the escalator, walked up, and tried to catch her and said, "You smell so beautiful. What is it?"
Oh my
and
gosh.
wanted to buy it for his wife.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but she was just charmed by the fact that he did, you know, just
It wasn't
who would
even like
think?
he was flirting with her. He wanted to
just, yep.
Oh,
That's sweet.
Oh, we
I
have a
love
lot
that.
of those, yeah.
I know that there was an employee here that, when you got here, was so excited because she's like, "I've been wearing Pheromone all these years, and yay!"
And there have been a lot of babies with Pheromone.
That could just be a side benefit. No guarantees, of course, but that's true. It feels good, though, as a woman. And we love to embrace our power, but it's also really nice to equal that out with femininity.
Yes, for
Let's
sure.
talk real quickly in our final minute or so about these the notes, starting at the top.
So jasmine, beautiful jasmine and lily. The mid notes, the ones you'll identify: orange flower, broom blossom, and ylang ylang, which are beautiful, create a beautiful floral, like a harmony of floral.
And we don't hear about broom very often. It's not so flattering, but
that's the name. We can't help it, but it's the scent of it is beautiful.
Right, not like a broom.
We didn't name it. Yeah, no, we didn't name that. And then the dry down notes, which is where the sexy kind of red chutzpah comes from, which is the amber, the white musk, and the patchouli.
Absolutely.
So you blend those all together, and it's
red.
But
Pheromone
those are just a few of them. You know.
Oh, for sure, exactly.
That's a great point. So I know our only airing of, we're down to a couple hundred remaining, 591451. Flex Pay is yours for the asking. Free shipping is for all of you as well. Now, if you're just tuning in, I do want to share with you, we did offer the sillage at the beginning of the hour. We are down to, I think, 500. But we do have 500, and they're half off. Sillage, you've heard a couple women call already today and talk about how that's become one of their favorites. It's a French term, right, Marilyn?
Yes, and only the French can say it so beautifully. It's that little trail, that little after scent that is so important, because that's who you are.
Oh, it's such a beautiful
that little
fragrance.
trail, that little...
The wake,
yeah. And that, by the way, is a full size. You're getting the full 1.7 ounce eau de parfum, half price, $536,126. Next up on the list, I'm pretty excited about this one. And I know it's been saved. This has not been seen your entire visit through.
I know.
Just for you and for me this afternoon. Oh my gosh, this is the Fo-Ti-Tieng. This, I know, is Amy's #1 favorite fragrance of all time.
And you know, I must tell you, it's really not like a fragrance. It's kind of like a positioning statement, because it's so different. Kelly, I don't think you've experienced.
I haven't. I am so looking forward. First, I have to let everybody know, girls.
Okay.
You're getting the full-size body cream, the full-size body lotion, and the full size of this eau de parfum. The 3.4 ounce eau de parfum.
It's a large size, yes.
Okay, I can't wait to give this a whirl, because I've heard such rave things about it. Call us if you're in love with it. I want to hear what you think.
Oh, it's not like a perfume.
No, it's not. It's just,
it's not what you expect, right?
It's clean and fresh. And, oh, that is delicious.
But then again, they're always unique. They don't, one doesn't ever smell like another.
And Callie, the reason for this is I actually had the 7 sacred oils that were documented on ancient papyrus. Not only did I have them duplicated, but I actually created them. This is one of the sacred oils, Fo-Ti-Tieng, and it was the sexual stimulant. Each of the oils evolved a different chakra point, and this one actually normalized, balanced the sexual area.
What?
And when I was at the museum, at the Field Museum, I had all of these little bottles, and I would test them on people, and they would select them. Guess which one they picked? It was always the Fo-Ti-Tieng.
Really? Unanimous?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So this is interesting because, in fact, I know this is just a beautifully feminine, tantalizing fragrance. I love that you started the story here with the oil because that's contained in each one of these treatments.
Yeah, that's the actual, the base in the body of the fragrance.
So there are the notes. So okay, so the top is the osmanthus and ylang ylang, but the Fo-Ti-Tieng is the actual heart of this, and core. But balanced in the middle with jasmine and white carnation, and then the base again with the sexiness of amber and sandalwood and white musk. So beautiful.
Makes me crazy.
And this was when she was talking about the Field Museum in Chicago, we did create a set of the 7 sacred oils, Fo-Ti-Tieng being one of them, that they sold when their Egyptian exhibit came
2 years ago.
For a few months.
And it's not often that a perfume is invited to be at the museum.
For sure.
I would only imagine, you're right.
Yes.
Gosh, what an honor.
Oh, it was. This has been an amazing happening. It really has. You know, I never knew where this fragrance would take me, but it's taken us to a lot of places.
Well, and it's going home quickly to homes. I just realized this is we've now dropped below 1,000 available. First airing of the entire visit, and look at that price. Normally this is a $65 trio. Retails for between $107 and $127, so this is quite the bargain to try the Fo-Ti-Tieng. In fact, if you were to get this individually, $65 just for the full-size eau de parfum. $40 for the body cream, $22.50 for the lotion, and they're all full sizes as well. Yeah, you guys this is beyond.
It is quite a Valentine celebration.
And on FlexPay, $12.38. I don't want you to wait another minute. This one's going to be a sellout this afternoon.
And one of the customer comments that was so beautiful that my mom and I love the way she described it. She called it creamy. A creamy floral. It just was a lovely way to describe that fragrance.
I like that. So tell us the difference between the body cream and the lotion.
The body cream is very, very condensed and very, as you can see, it's very
hydrating and rich. So the thickness of it alone shows it's really
like a butter.
Yes, it is very much so.
But not greasy, as you'll notice, right?
No, it's going to absorb.
Whipped butter.
Does that make sense?
Yes. And so that's really for if you have really dry skin or need it on specific areas like your elbows, your knees. If you're out.
Wherever a girl needs a little smoothness.
Yeah.
How's that?
Well said, Marilyn.
If you like to be outside a lot and have, the elements, environment on your skin. But the body lotion, the lighter version of the body cream.
Here's your full-size body lotion. It's like a whipped body butter.
Is it a pound of that almost? I mean, it's a big, very generous.
I'm showing, it's a full 8-ounce body cream.
Yep. That's a half a pound.
Yep, half a pound. Look at that, and it's really thick, so a little goes a long way.
It's very luxurious, and I call it lavish treatment for the privileged body.
Very well said. Lavish treatment for the privileged body. And boy, it's nice.
And your skin begins to feel like skin again, not dry.
It's a nice statement.
And it's good that the body cream also is especially good for your hands and your nails. So good to use around your cuticles, for dry cuticles.
I just love the clean, fresh smell, right?
Really pretty, right? Is this the first time you'd smelled it?
Yes,
oh my gosh.
It is. I've been hearing all about it. I just haven't had a chance to really express my reaction to it. That's why we love your reaction, because I think everybody has a different story about it, and the stories are the best part. In fact, Jeanette is joining us on the lines from Maryland, who I know loves a lot of your fragrances. Welcome, Jeanette.
Hello, Jeanette.
You're live with Marilyn.
Hello, Marilyn Miglin.
Hello.
I'm so happy to be able to speak with you. And I like to tell you, the caller before, she's absolutely right. You're the classiest of the classiest ladies from television.
Oh, my goodness.
I enjoy it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
As a matter of fact, I remember you being in magazines, fashion magazines, and I already admired you at that time. I was absolutely thrilled when I saw you on television one day when I watched HSN.
Very nice.
Isn't that nice? Thank you.
I like your perfumes very much, and I started up with the Pheromone, and I thought, well, I never tried perfume in my life, really, but I ordered it, and I thought, this is not so sweet, this is really, really nice. And later on, I ordered some of the Blue Destiny.
The Destiny Blue is lovely,
and
yes.
I love that too. It's totally different. Sometimes I mix these two together.
That's very good, because no one is quite like you. And
it's fantastic. I just appreciate your product so much.
That's so nice.
You introduced me to perfume.
Jeanette, thank you for taking the time to say hello to us and share that with others. We so appreciate that.
Jeanette, thank you very, very much.
She said something that is so true, I think, about this Fo-Ti-Tieng, is that if you don't feel like you're a perfume girl, this would be a great starting point to really try something that's refreshing.
Because it's really not like perfume.
Yeah.
No, this is a positioning almost experience.
Yeah. No, it's very well said. And this, again, no risk here. Guys, I know you can't smell it yet. Get it home. We'll deliver it for free, no charge. Just put a little payment down, in this case,
That's right. We're not charging
of this.
for any postage.
No, exactly.
No, right.
And if you don't like it or anything else that we've offered, you can send it back. I know you will. And it's so true how many loyal followers and customers you've had for the 25 years you've been with us at HSN, and we just love these calls. This particular offering, by the way, with everybody on the phones, I'm looking at about 600, 700 available. So that's why we just put a clock in on the screen.
Oh, thank you for that. So Fo-Ti-Tieng, so the part of the 7 sacred oils story, those, I don't know if I can remember them all right now. Palm, myrrh, spikenard, juniper,
and Fo-Ti-Tieng is
Fo-Ti-Tieng, and I forgot the last. Lotus?
No, Asmanthus.
Asmanthus. So
and the top is the chakra point.
So, and these are all very ancient oils that were used as perfumes thousands of years ago. So even back then, they knew before we did what
they also all touched a chakra point, and this one being the sexual.
Really?
Yes.
I love it.
It's so the history. I mean, she was in Egypt, and I stayed with my grandmother when I was young when she made this trip with the Egyptologist to study all of this. So it was really fascinating.
It is fascinating, really.
Yeah.
I love that you study the body and the senses and all. I mean, it's not just about putting together some notes.
No.
No, and it was.
But then you have to know what you're doing with them.
Right.
Truly. Which is why she's the mastress.
Exactly, the quality and each specific ingredient. It's a little bit like cooking. You can't miss an ingredient. You can't put the wrong one in because it won't taste right, just like this wouldn't smell right.
It's very true.
So
this one has got a really nice
actually,
balance.
The temperature has to be just perfect, because if it's too hot, like the baby bear, it has to be just perfect.
And it's and I think what even it's a little bit like wines too. The harvesting of grapes and the kind of wine you get out of a particular, if the the conditions aren't right, the flowers won't grow properly, or they grow differently and they smell slightly differently.
And they smell differently according to the soil. And that reminds me, thank you. There is resin of red wine in this particular.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's so fascinating. This is a whole world that I know has been, your focus in your career, Marilyn, and it's just really, I love learning while you're here, and I just can't encourage you enough to try something.
Right.
It's really nice to have a new fragrance every once in a while.
And also to understand the history and the depth of that fragrance.
Absolutely.
And it's inspiring fragrance makes you feel better. So my mom started in beauty, where it was all about makeup and skincare. So it was looking your best, but the fragrance makes you feel good on the inside, right?
It's the finishing touch, really.
Yeah.
Some people start with it before they, get dressed. Others finish with it.
And the silent communication.
And the silent communicator, you bet. Hey, you never know when you're going to get the one. Have the guy following you up the escalator backwards.
Exactly. Exactly.
So the item is 87760. Yours is here. Very, very limited at this point. It's not even been seen this whole visit until tonight or this afternoon, and it won't be seen again because this is our last show of the visit. So enjoy that special spring price. That's a nice, wow, $16 savings. But in comparison to the real retail prices, you're saving a whole lot more than that. Let's quickly go through the notes one more time before we move on.
Sure. So osmanthus and ylang ylang are the top notes, which, Mom, you can speak to them. Interrupt me if you want to. But the cassis jasmine absolute, white carnation in the middle. The amber and the base is the warm sensual amber. This woody sandalwood and the sensual white musk, which brings the whole thing together and keeps it. I'm smelling it as I'm trying to describe it.
And Callie, that's what happens. You almost can't not continue to smell yourself.
No wonder other people can't stop either. All right, I know we're moving.
Excuse me while I finish my inhaling.
Excuse me while I continue smelling myself. 591447. I have to remind you of the 18 Piece fragrance collection, all done in Rollerballs. If you weren't with us at the beginning of the hour, you didn't have a chance to get this yet, get it now because the price is going up after this show. It's only $49.95 to try all 18, and everything, even including some that you can't get anywhere but here at HSN, is inclusive there. And it comes in a beautiful gift presentation box. That's item 574974. We're into hundreds, not even close to 1,000 available there anymore. I think we sold 1,500. So we're definitely down to the wire on that. But we're going to get back to where it all began, and that's with Pheromone.
Yes, and do we have something exciting here?
This is like crazy good. This is a total pampering gift set. This comes all-inclusive, the full size. You're getting the Pheromone Body Butter, the Pheromone Foaming Shower Oil, the full 1.7 ounce eau de perfume, which that sells for $70 all by itself. And we give you the wonderful cream parfum.
We've never had this.
This is when it's
brand new, and we also haven't had the foaming
shower oil.
So the butter and the oil are brand new.
Yes.
And you get them in the kit. This is all yours for only $59.95, which can be spread, of course, into 4 payments of $14.99 and free shipping for everybody. Wow, when I say this is where it began.
This is the bonanza.
It is. Yes, indeed. You want to start with the Pheromone?
Sure. Okay.
I think, I know you told a little bit about the history, but I think you should, it was why she started. So it was after, in the beauty business, when she was asked about making women smell as pretty as they looked. But explain when you went to the perfume houses how that worked.
When I visited, and we didn't have perfumers in Chicago. We have industrial chemists, but not perfumers. So I went to New York and I said, I'd like to work with you to create a beautiful perfume. They said, wonderful, lady. Here are 5 bottles. You pick one and we'll give it to you. And I said, no. I don't wish to do that because I want to be part of this. I'm a woman of today and I know what she needs and what she likes. Lady, this is how we do it. So I came back to Chicago with no perfume and I was very disappointed. But you just keep going, and so I still continue to investigate and do research. And I went to France, and in my best French, which must have been just awful, I said to them, I am Marilyn Miglin, Madame Miglin, and I would like to work with you to create a beautiful fragrance. They said, Madame, wonderful, here are 7 bottles. You pick the bottle and we give it to you.
Oh my gosh.
I said, no, I don't want that. You've just got to let me work with you because I think I can add something to this. And they said, Madame, we are the perfumers. The French are a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I came back totally dejected and I was really discouraged, but I thought, the reason nobody wants me to work with them is because I don't know enough about this industry. That's when I started reading about all of the ingredients, and that's what led me to the University of Chicago Department of Egyptology, because that's where it actually began. And they were doing a special trip to Egypt, and all of the Egyptologists were going, and I was so envious. And they said, Madame says you are so interested. Maybe you would wish. But here, those are the the actual hieroglyphs, and those are considered perfume recipes. And I wondered what they said because I didn't read hieroglyphs.
So she was fortunate enough because of this opportunity, and
they invited me to go
to be able to go into the tombs.
What year is
and
this?
To see so it would have been the 70s because she was gone when I was pretty young.
Okay.
So,
I left my 2 babies with my mother.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. You are such a brave, I love that story.
You have to keep going. You have to pursue something.
Isn't that great?
And when I got then to Egypt and I saw the recipes, and of course I didn't understand them because I don't read hieroglyphs, but we were guests at the Chicago House, which is there. And actually, and I had these hieroglyphs translated and then actually replicated. And the man said, one of the Egyptologists said, no, you can't use this, it's too old. I said, but I have to see, I have to experience what they are. And when I put these, and they did replicate them for me, and I put them on, I smelled like an old church. And I thought, I've got to wash this off. They were right, it's old. And I couldn't wash it off for 3 days. And
Staying
I thought,
power.
Staying power.
I like that. You know, there's something to be said for that.
And so they took those ingredients, though, and then they
then when I got back, I brought them back, and a perfumer helped me to isolate and eliminate some of the cloying notes.
And keep in mind, yes, this is the full eau de parfum. We do have the real perfume here at HSN as well.
Right,
we have it, and it's on sale at $89, and it retails, I'm going to double check, I think it's $600
the ounce.
$600 an ounce
elsewhere.
on our website.
Just letting you know, you can do either or, but we're blowing through these notes so we can kind of give you an idea.
Sandalwood and Cassis Absolute Oak Moss, but 179. So we picked out
a few
Vanilla
of them.
Absolute.
Yeah.
So the sandal.
That was the vanilla bean you saw.
So for instance, when it's the sandalwood from the East Indies on the base, that's one of the highest quality sandalwood places you can get a high quality sandalwood, because my mom does not do anything, no synthetics, if she can do a real ingredient.
Thanks for that
if you
reminder.
do the natural, expensive, it doesn't matter, because you'll be willing in the end to pay the money for something that's beautiful, which is what happened to Pheromone.
Yeah,
and she thought, I mean, my mom always thought all women should be able to afford to have beautiful perfume.
And
really.
Kelly, I couldn't afford a perfume. So I think that was even more my passion, that I had to share something beautiful with women. It was every woman's birthright to know how it felt to wear a perfume. Speaking of that, this is the first time we've had a perfume cream. And it's just
what that is perfume infused into a little cream that goes on the pulse points.
Here.
So a creamy perfume. And this was a totally new product that we just developed. So
and
beautiful.
You get that. You also get the brand new in this kit, the brand new foaming shower oil and the brand new body butter.
And we love oil.
And don't be fooled by this little jar, because it's a tiny little bit that goes a long way. This is perfume, remember?
So good. This is where it all began. Pheromone. You guys, first of all, it's $600 an ounce to get the real deal. In addition to that, I do want to pull up the graphs if anybody is looking for. I know we've got the Pheromone perfume at only $89. If you'd like this, it is also available at a spring price. Normally $150 at HSN. We're doing it at $89, just saying. The item is $591,439. You know, some people really want the real, the perfume.
And that's the actual perfume, which means there's very little alcohol added, so it becomes the essential oil.
And this goes a long way. So all you need are just a few little drops on the warm spots on your body.
Oh, it smells so good. It's incredible. Pheromone, there's nothing else like it in the world. Can't wait for you to try it if it's your first. If you know you love it, and you can load up on the brand new additional, the foaming shower oil and the body butter, plus you get the brand new cream perfume, the item being for you $599,824. Before our time runs out, Jeannie's on the lines from Indiana to say hello. Who loves Pheromone? Welcome, Jeannie.
Oh, Jeannie, thank you.
Hi, I just love Pheromone. I've used it for years, and I was totally out, so I had a small bottle of Destiny, and I was using that. I was so happy to see you on Pheromone today with Pheromone, because I just love it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What do you love about it, Jeannie? What is it? Why is it so special?
I just love the smell of it, and I had several people that told me how wonderful it is, too.
People do. You get a lot of compliments, and it never lets you down. There's always someone who says something nice.
Right. It's just wonderful.
So it's drawn attention your way.
definitely.
That's great to hear.
It's good attention.
My husband loves it too.
Your husband?
Yes.
Good.
Well, I had men in mind when I created this, so that's good. Telling me he has good taste in perfume and a wife.
Thank you for calling,
I'll have to let
Jeannie.
him know that.
Yes, please do and enjoy. I hope you could load up today on,
Thanks,
or,
Jeannie.
restock on Pheromone. It's been a minute, and this is our last few minutes with Marilyn and Marlena for this visit. I mean, we love every time they're here, and that's what so many of the callers have said. It's like, I just love it when you're here.
For you, if you haven't tried Pheromone, there's a reason why women have used it for 10, 20 years.
Right.
Right? I mean,
You're right.
They have other
And
fragrances
it
and
maintains its consistency and its compliments.
It does, yes, it does what it says. And the word pheromone, they even told her that she shouldn't even use the word pheromone
They
to
said
name
the
it.
women won't be able to pronounce it. Can you imagine? They said that to me.
Right? And now look what's happened. Oh my gosh.
That was a long time ago. And
I think it was, when did it first come out? It was like maybe
1979.
30 years ago. Yeah,
79.
almost 30 years ago.
Yep.
That's
It's become a
incredible.
classic, timeless classic.
Timeless classic. I mean,
and it still evokes excitement and wonderful compliments and just a lot of fun and lots of I love you.
Lots. It's probably
Perfect for
out of all
Valentine's
the
Day.
fragrances the most seductive.
Without question.
Yeah,
I think.
without question. And I know with this complete set, talk about a total pampering, this has never even been offered before, neither of these. And you're getting both full sizes on the Pheromone Foaming Shower Oil, and you're getting the full body butter plus the cream butter perfume, or cream perfume. This though, the full 1.7 ounce eau de parfum, this is $70 on its own. You're getting this for $59.95 and everything else for free. I like that math.
That's very interesting.
That's great math. And the foaming shower oil is as a new product, 'cause we didn't even talk about that, but really quickly is activated with water, and so when you put it on, it's a creamy cleanser that also with an hydrating oil in it too. So you have
It
that.
softens your skin, but you also have the beautiful scented fragrance.
Exactly.
You won't want to leave the shower.
And your husband won't want you to leave the house. That's always a good problem to have. Valentine's isn't up and around the corner, and I just think as a woman it feels really wonderful to feel like you smell beautiful.
That's
just
right. And you
feminine.
can also love yourself. It's all right if you put a pretty perfume on.
Yep. Absolutely. It's not always just about the guy. It's about you feeling your best version of yourself. Let's quickly go through these notes one last time.
So
Bergamot.
leafy greens and bergamot and orange flowers. So the green is a really linear, makes it a very linear fragrance. Italian jasmine, one of the most expensive kinds you can get. Geranium, cassis absolute. And then the base notes of sandalwood. There are plenty of them, including resin of wine, but oak moss and sandalwood are the ones we're showing
And
here.
although they're not mentioned,
And
but there
vanilla.
are several kinds of jasmine. So it's not just one jasmine, because jasmine comes from different parts of the world.
And jasmine is also an aphrodisiac, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's a flower of unconditional love.
That's the best aphrodisiac of all time. Unconditional love.
And it grows in every royal garden, so you know how esteemed it is and how respected and revered it is.
The whole collection is beautiful, but this is really the cornerstone. This is the #1 best-selling fragrance of all time, and you have a wonderful opportunity to get this at a spring price for right now. It's item 599824. This is rounding out our visit with Marilyn. I'm honored to be here for your last show of the visit.
Thank you, and we're honored that you're here. Thank you for working with us.
A pleasure.
Thank you for your calls and
Wonderful
for being
calls.
our customer.
Truly great calls. We know you're going to enjoy every single purchase that you've placed. If you want to look at the whole collection, of course, there's much more on hsn.com. Just type in Marilyn Miglin and all kinds of beautiful things are going to pop up for you. Marlena, thank you.
Oh, it was a pleasure to be here.
A pleasure
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Thank
Safe
you.
travels to you both.
Thank you.
It's cold in Chicago.
I know.
3 below zero. But a girl has her pheromone.
to warm you up.
So you're going to still feel hot. Great to have you both. And again, thank you for all the wonderful phone calls. just a couple of things I do want to share with you before I sign off this afternoon. We have some great beauty buys on hsn.com, including Lancome. The Renergy 3-piece set is available for you at a special spring price. That's a $45 savings. Item 75560, that to take a closer look. You can read reviews, you can watch a video, you can learn a lot more about that. It's their #1 anti-aging franchise with Lancome. So it has just been, and while you're there, poke around on our website. It's an award-winning site. We sell, oh my gosh, we sell anything. We sell everything. We make everything available for you, and the convenience of shopping in your own home, whether it's 3 below 0 or not, is always a wonderful thing. I know we continue with my friend Marlo taking over with our next look at the Today Special, and I'll see you again back here tomorrow night with Marlo Wynn. I'm wearing her fashion. She and I are going to launch a new Midnight Today Special. Have a great day.
I'm Brett Chuckerman, host of Healthy You. It's time to get healthy with health and wellness products and expert solutions. Get the confidence and knowledge you need to live your healthiest life. Join us tonight at 7 p.m.
Love shopping? Now there's more to love than ever when you shop HSN and QVC. More brands, more savings, more fun. Like this chance to win $100,000. Celebrate everything you love about shopping and find out more about the sweepstakes during our